On Solvency II, and first on the Pillar 1, Pillar 2, etc. issues.
Sure.
You know, and I'm saying this already for many, many years, I think we have too much fixation on Pillar 1 and always trying or thinking that we're going to get the perfect calibrations, the perfect risk models.
It's impossible.
Sorry, that doesn't exist.
No.
That doesn't exist. And we saw it on the banking sector, and we are not different.
Exactly.
So we will always be, of course, trying to have the best recollection of risk, but this is something that will evolve, definitely. I think that probably in some areas we went too granular and we went into detail, and then that's the part of the process of 13 years that we have on this. And by the way, this is not only the guilty of actuaries, it's probably also guilty from politicians at the end of the day, because we want to introduce all the elements in there that every specificity from every type of company in each country. So then you end up with a number of course, of elements in there of granularity.
But you
so
know,
I think we need
Gabriel,
to fix
13 years. 13 is the lucky number.
Yes,
you know
30,
that,
yes, especially, yeah. But as I always said, I think that really the push that we need to have, and I think it's fundamental, it's on Pillar 2, it's on the elements of governance, it's elements of ORSA. We are now, let's be very clear, we are now in Europe in a much better situation that we were 10, 13, 15 years ago on risk management because of all the work that we have done also in Solvency II and all the cooperation and all the dialogue that we had with industry in that sense. So that's where I will put my money, I would say, in terms of really the added value of protection for policyholders, because any capital formula, it's always wrong. It's always an approximation, let's be frank on that. But coming to your point, Fernando, on information, and I totally agree with that point. When I was mentioning, for example, the trend of disclosure, I was mentioning more the disclosure to the markets and the information to the markets, which is something that it's out there, and I don't see any specificity on insurers to be different from other companies. So there should be more transparent, and I think that that would go even in a better way for insurers, because for them also to compete in the capital markets, they would like definitely that investors, they understand the company, the business model, they understand, of course, also the information. But on the information to be provided to consumers, to policyholders, prospective clients, etc., I couldn't agree more. And you know that has been a fight that I've been also putting very clearly on the agenda since I took up the presidency of EIOPA, that we need to learn the lesson collectively, both regulators and industry, that the push that we had during a number of years in terms of increasing disclosures doesn't work, because people don't read it, people don't take actions based on that, and it's just costs. And by the way, it's not only cost, it's also an element, let me be frank